I saw a bunch of movies in 2021, so let's discuss the best out of all of them. Obviously, there was a lot more to see last year compared to 2020, though that year definitely had its share of great movies. I'm kind of a big dork, so I saw 55 movies that came out in 2021, so definitely plenty to recommend for you folks. I should clarify there are a few films, namely foreign ones, that I haven't seen yet, like Petite Maman, The Worst Person in the World, and Drive My Car, to name a few. I'm sure they're great, but they're not widely available in the States yet, so you can consider this an incomplete list. Number 10, we got Dune, a very fun sci-fi action spectacle, especially cool to watch in IMAX. Denis Villeneuve has been on a hot streak lately with his output, and this was no exception. Very excited to see the next part. Number 9, Tragedy of Macbeth. Just one Coen brother this time, Joel, for the adaptation of Shakespeare's classic. While it lacks the traditional snappy Coen dialogue, it's full of eerie visuals, and the cast is led by heavyweights like Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand. This is my first time seeing Macbeth in its entirety, and I enjoyed it a lot seeing it this way. Number 8, we got Titane, a wicked fucked up French art house movie. Totally unpredictable and occasionally nauseating, but yet also very riveting and touching. I don't want to give away too much, but I will say I had to turn away from the screen a few times. Please beware, I don't recommend this film for the faint of heart, but if you can handle it, it's really a treat. Number 7, Pig. Nicolas Cage plays a reclusive man in search of his truffle pig, which sounds pretty wild. The final product is much different than what I was expecting, but ultimately a pretty powerful and contemplative drama in its own right. Cage tends to pick some pretty wacky projects, so it's always very satisfying when he finds the right role that befits his talent. Number 6, The Green Knight. A rarity for A24, an epic fantasy flick. It's got the same director as A Ghost Story, David Lowery, and it's similarly filled with awe and wonder. Really feels like you're being taken on a journey with this one. Dev Patel shines as the lead, and the effects for the Green Knight himself are really cool. Number 5, The Power of the Dog. Jane Campion's new western is full of gloomy atmosphere and memorable performances from Benedict Cumberbatch, Kirsten Dunst, and Cody Smith-McPhee. It doesn't have any big gunfights or chases, but the tension never ceases and you're always interested in what's going to come next. It's one of the best anti-westerns I've seen. Number 4, Red Rocket. Yet another impressive project from writer-director Sean Baker has also made Tangerine and The Florida Project. It follows a washed-up porn star played by Simon Rex and how his return to hometown in Texas unravels. I admire how Baker's works focus on characters you don't ordinarily see portrayed thoughtfully in movies. Number 3, we got West Side Story. Spielberg's first ever musical turned out to be really great. Terrific songs, visually impressive, and quite moving at times. The original is a classic for sure, but this one might actually top it, particularly with its dialogue by Tony Kushner and Rachel Zegler's rendition of Maria. Definitely my favorite musical in the year, though there were a few other good ones like In the Heights and Tick Tick Boom. And there was another one I saw about a man-child that was fucking horrible. That was Dear Evan Hansen, so don't see that. But you should definitely check out West Side Story because more people should see it. Number 2, The French Dispatch. Yet another great movie from Wes Anderson that's destined to become a classic. He's got his visual aesthetic down to a T, and his enormous ensemble cast is game for all of it. It's the first anthology film he's done, and all the stories are quite memorable and engaging. I like how, even with all the spectacle and quirky humor, Anderson never neglects to insert human moments for his characters, which provide healthy pathos and help the movies endure. Number 1, we got Licorice Pizza. I was debating whether this or French Dispatch would top the list. They're both made by excellent directors named Anderson, whose debut feature premiered in 1996. But this one is just incredibly entertaining, has an awesome soundtrack, and really sucks you into the setting of Los Angeles in 1973. It stars 2 very likable leads with Cooper Hoffman and Alana Haim. Haim in particular is astoundingly good. On top of being a talented musician, she's definitely got a future as an actor. Now for some honorable mentions. We got The Card Counter, another very interesting drama from Paul Schrader with a great lead performance from Oscar Isaac. Judas and the Black Messiah, a very well done biopic. Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield both really deliver impressive performances. Spider-Man No Way Home, a lot of fun, very entertaining, easily the best Marvel movie of the year. Made a shitload of money, and deservedly so. Come On, led by Joaquin Phoenix, another memorable drama from last year. Zola, the first movie I've ever seen that was just based on a tweet, definitely worth seeing. And now for a bunch of other good movies, because I'm running out of things to say, and I don't want to repeat myself. The Last Duel, No Sudden Move, Encanto, The Mitchells vs. the Machines, The New Bond, No Time to Die, Nightmare Alley, another cool movie from Guillermo del Toro, and Coda, which my friends over at Boston Casting got to work on. So yeah, those are some movies if you're looking for stuff to watch. Trust me, not the Oscars. See you next time.